Welcome to ACD NMR Manager Quanalyst. This movie will outline how to measure any spectral property and compare it against any other property such as integral value, multiplet, or peak width, or location or coupling value. Display data graphically using the quantitation graph, and use Quanalyst on a group of spectra in a type of batch mode to determine trends across datasets. Here is a series of carbon NMR spectra for several bromine substituted cycloalkanes. The spectra have already been assigned and are summarized in the table of spectra. Let's look at how the chemical shifts of the alpha substituted carbon atom, or C1, depends on the size of the ring. First, go to the Tools menu and select Quanalyst. In the Quantitation Variable dialog box, we now select the object and property that we are interested in. In this case, it is the position of the multiplet assigned to the alpha substituted carbon atom. The position of this signal varies among the spectra, so we have to search for it in a wide region. In the assignment box, we put the number 1. This is indicating that we are only interested in finding the multiplet assigned to the C1 carbon. Next, we give the variable a name and a description. Finally, we choose to save this value into the user data under the same name. Once the job for Quanalyst is ready, we apply it to the spectrum. Upon completion of the calculation, a number appears in the current value column. To calculate this value for the rest of the spectra, we can switch to another spectrum in the series and repeat the script. However, a much more efficient way is to turn on the group treatment mode and apply the script to all of the spectra simultaneously. Now, Quanalyst shows the result for each spectrum while we navigate through the series. These results can also be shown in the table of spectra. In the Tables Options dialog box, we can find the Shift C1 value and select it to be displayed in the table. Now that both the cycle size and the corresponding chemical shift for C1 are determined, it is possible to display them graphically. For the x-axis, we will use the number of carbon atoms in the ring and the shift of C1 for the y-axis. Define the curve style and your graph is ready. Next, we will look into a series of NMR spectra for ethylene and vinyl acetate copolymers. To determine the ratio of components, we will use separate spectral regions for each of vinyl acetate and ethylene. For this example, we will retrieve a set of variables and calculations that have been previously prepared and saved. This particular analysis includes the determination of 2 integrals and the calculation of several temporary variables. Here, the only results that will be saved are the ethylene and vinyl acetate content. Just like before, we apply the analysis to all of the spectra simultaneously. After completion, the current value column is populated with the results. This allows the user to see the values for the intermediate calculations, which can help in troubleshooting. Quanalyst jobs can also be converted to a macro for use in batch mode. The table can display the newly determined values as we did before. Now compare the values that we have calculated to the ones that are incorporated into the names of the polymers. As you can see, the agreement with the Quanalyst results is extremely good. With ACD NMR Manager, you can easily process, manage, and analyze your NMR data. Build your own database as you analyze each spectrum, and prepare high-quality reports with spectra, structures, annotations, and tables.